I'm Jason. The world is yours, and today we have the NFL Week 4 box score results. Dallas Cowboys 20, New York Giants 15. Dallas Cowboys defeat the Giants in New York. Cowboys lost last week to the Ravens. New York Giants won last week to the Browns. Cowboys are now 2-2 in the season. Giants 4-1-3 on the season. Let's go over some of these box score results. Two more first downs for the Giants, 16-14. Three more passing first downs for the Giants, 12-9. One more rushing first down for the Cowboys. You could see no first downs from penalties in this game, but there were a lot of penalties in this game. The third down efficiency from the Cowboys. Cowboys were only 3 for 10 on third down, 1 for 1 on fourth down. That's good, but you don't want to, against the Giants, you want to convert a lot more first downs. You probably want to be at least 5 for 10 for on third down. But look at the Giants. They were 5 for 16 on third down, but 3 for 4 on fourth down. That Cowboys defense stopping the Giants on third down, but when they went for on fourth down, Giants, they were getting it. So that's something the Cowboys definitely want to look at. You do not want to be giving up first downs on fourth down later in the season, obviously in the playoffs when, it's the last game and you have nothing to lose. So you definitely do not want to be giving up too many first downs on fourth down. Total plays. Giants had 14 more total plays, 65-51. But look at the total drives, right? Both of them had 9 total drives, right? So the Giants had the ball 14 more plays, same amount of total drives, and only had 10 more yards than the Cowboys, 303 to 293. The passing yards we don't have to go over because they subtract when the quarterback gets sacked, so we just go over completions. Look at Dak Prescott. Prescott was 22 for 27, only 5 incomplete passes, no turnovers, no interceptions, 2 passing touchdowns for Prescott. A pretty good game, right? I'm pretty sure Dallas Cowboy fans will take a win where Prescott throws the ball for 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, no fumbles, only gets sacked once, and attempts less than 30 attempts in the game, right? Like last week, I believe he had to throw the ball like 41 times, at least 40 times. I don't know if it was 41, but at least 40 times versus that Ravens. They were down in that game, so, Prescott had to try to bring them back. But Daniel Jones was 29 for 40, not terrible, right? He did throw 1 interception, no touchdowns in his game, but 29 for 40 isn't terrible for Daniel Jones. You could see the Prescott got sacked once for -8 yards. Daniel Jones got sacked once for -4 yards. Now, the rushing stats is what Dallas Cowboys fans are probably looking at the most, right? I don't know if the Dallas Cowboys have run the ball for over 100 yards this season. I cannot remember. I know last week they definitely did not run the ball for over 100 yards. And 2 weeks ago, they definitely did not run the ball for over 100 yards versus the Saints and versus the Ravens. But the good number they definitely want to see is only giving up 26. Let me say this one more time. 26 total rushing yards for the New York Giants at home. Now, so we kind of have to think about this as, okay, 2 weeks ago, Alvin Kamara with the Saints went to Dallas. He scored, I believe, 4 touchdowns in that game. I think he had I know he had at least 2 rushing touchdowns, and the Saints ran the ball for like over 190 rushing yards in Dallas, right? And then last week, you got Lamar Jackson, you got Derrick Henry. So, you have to assume you're going to give up 100 rushing yards to those 2 guys, right? But Cowboys gave up like 180 rushing yards to the Ravens. So, you had 2 really, 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 really good running backs and a really good running quarterback. So, this is a good number to see that the Cowboys did not give up, over 100 rushing yards to what appears to be not a good rushing team, so that's a good thing. And, obviously with the Cowboys not having to face the Ravens or the Saints, for the rest of the season, maybe the rushing numbers will look better. But we'll see next week. We're going to keep an eye on it. I don't know. Let me check. Let me just check. It's going to take 2 seconds who the Cowboys are playing next week. The Cowboys are playing... Is that the Steelers? Oh boy! Wow. Okay. So October. No, that can't be it. October 6th. When's the next game? I don't know if it's the Steelers. I thought it was the Lions. Oh yeah, it has to be October 6th because they have a week off. They just started. Yeah, so the Cowboys next game, October 6th, on the road in Pittsburgh. So if they give up 100 rushing yards there, Pittsburgh going to run the ball. You know that. So that's when we're going to have to really be able to look at these rushing numbers. It looks like the Giants are not really a good rushing team as is. First down, red zone, you can see the Cowboys were 1-for-1. Giants, man, when you lose the game by 5 points and you're 0-for-2 in your own red zone. I don't believe the Giants missed any field goals. I believe the Cowboys missed one field goal in this game, but the Giants didn't have any touchdowns. They lost the game by 5 points, and they were 0-for-2 in the red zone with one interception, right? So they could have won the game easily with 2 more field goals, even though they kicked 5 field goals. But time of possession, New York Giants, 14 more plays, right? 65-51. 11 more minutes, even though they had the same amount of total drives. The Giants gotta get more efficient and score more points. When you have 65 total plays, 14 more plays than your opponent, you have the ball, time of possession, 11 more minutes than your opponent at home, and you lose the game by 5 points. I mean, what are you doing with your possessions, right? Let's look at some of the box score results. Like I said, there were 2 touchdowns in this game by Prescott early, but the Giants did not score a touchdown, and the Cowboys did not score a touchdown in the second half of this game. Let's look at some player stats, right? Some real quick player stats. You got Prescott, 22 for 27, 221 yards, right? Not bad. 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 1 sack for 8 yards. Now, once again, Cowboys, 80 yards total rushing. CD Lamb, 98 yards, 8 targets, 7 receptions, right? Look at the efficiency. Jack Ferguson, 7 targets, 7 receptions, right? My goodness, they were just... Prescott was on one last night, let's just be honest. C-Day got 1 touchdown. Enrico got 1 touchdown for the Cowboys. Real quick stats for the Giants. You got the Giants, Daniel Jones, 29 for 40. No touchdowns, 1 interception, 1 sack. Look at this. They were averaging about 1.1 yards rushing, 24 attempts, only 26 rushing yards. That is just terrible. That is just terrible. But, the player of the game was Malik Neighbors, right? 12 receptions, 115 yards. For those who do not know, Malik Neighbors is a rookie, right? So Neighbors, I was paying attention to, and Robinson had, people aren't talking about Robinson, but Robinson had 11 receptions. So, Robinson and Neighbors, those are the Giants receivers right now. They're going to be a problem, right? They're going to be a problem. I believe Neighbors, I think he got injured. I don't know if he left the game. I saw something about a concussion protocol, but I think he tweeted out on Instagram that he's feeling better or something like that. So hopefully Neighbors is okay. Giants have, a few, 8-9 days off. So hopefully Neighbors is okay. But yeah, it was an interesting game. Probably not the greatest Thursday night game. Only 2 touchdowns in the game, but you know what? You played to win the game. Cowboys won the game. Some numbers you do have to worry about with the Cowboys, right? 11 penalties. They got some good numbers, like, keeping the Giants under 100 rushing yards. Those are pretty good numbers. But everything else, the Cowboys pretty good. I would say the fourth down efficiency. That's another number you definitely want to keep an eye out for. 3 for 4 on fourth down for the Cowboys defense. You do not want to be giving up first downs or fourth down, right? You just don't want to be doing that. But everything else, we got the Cowboys moving on to the Pittsburgh Steelers on October 6th, and then you have the New York Giants playing Seattle Seahawks in Seattle on October 6th. So let me know your opinion of this story. I am Jason. The world is yours. Today we have the NFL Week 4 box score results. Dallas Cowboys defeat the New York Giants 20-15. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button, and please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.